Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to Far Cry 4 Path to Glory. So, if you missed the trailer, you're going to want to go see that because it's going to be very important. Because like I said, I mentioned this in yesterday's video, that with custom series like Charge Challenges in this game, you really need to see the first couple episodes to be able to understand like what's even happening. So, you also are probably asking right off the bat, how is this possible? How have you made a custom series out of Far Cry? Well, let me tell you. I appreciate all the people think that I'm cool enough to work with Ubisoft. I'm not. So that's not a thing. However, Ubisoft is cool because they give you their entire library of assets that was used in the game for you to make your own game. Not even joking, that's a thing in this game. So, wow. Essentially what I've done is, if you watch the trailer, you would know this. I have created 20 outposts, 5 specialty missions, which I will go over in a second, and yeah, it's just crazy. And you can customize pretty much everything. They give you their own world, essentially, that they built, just specifically for you. So if I go over here, we go to Chronicles. We never went over here because we didn't need to. Battles of Kyrat, also the audio bug is still a thing. I don't know how to fix that. I did the safety thing that someone recommended and didn't seem to work. So, fantastic. I have an idea that it could be the power cord that's plugged into the PS4 because it's pretty loose. So I ordered a new one. And it's coming tomorrow. So hopefully by the time Far Cry 5 rolls around, if that was the problem, then that would be fixed. Anyway, as I was saying, so yeah, you have map editor here. That's where you can create your own map. So you can create assault, hunt, outpost, and extraction. I'll go over those later. If I go to all my maps, you'll see them there. So, let me just open these. Unfortunately, there's not going to be an order. For some reason, when I made them, they were in order, and then once you leave the game, it shuffles them. So, for some reason, I don't know why they do that. So none of these will be in order. But you can see all the names and stuff. But we're going to be doing one per episode, essentially, except for this episode, which I'll explain again in a second. So, essentially, we're going to be doing the outposts and stuff. And the 5 specialty missions are, 4 of them are extraction missions, where you need to get to the extraction point and you need to get out without dying. And then the last mission, the finale of the series itself, will be, oh my god, it's so annoying, will be, I'm trying to think, will be like the Pagan's last stand, essentially. Now for the fun part. You know, I made these outposts. Wouldn't really make sense for me to play them.
You're joking, right?
I mean, like, I would know what to do. So, you know, I've tested these 1,000 times and stuff. So I would just beat it easily. No, so like, it wouldn't really make sense for me to play it. You know,
have to be joking.
You know, like I said, you know, I made them, so you know, there's no sense in me playing it really.
I think we should let the computer play.
I think there's 2 other people that could play these to make it more of an interesting series. Yeah.
You've
so.
seen how challenges went.
Oh yeah, that's why I said I was concerned. Yeah.
I don't think
first-person shooter.
Now hold your horses. I have planned for this because if I find it, there it is. I have made a training grounds because these guys didn't play Far Cry 4 or even 5, so they have no clue what the controls are besides like the stuff that appears. So I've made a training ground that we're going to be going to first, and then you're going to be doing the first actual outpost, which is, need to find it. I'll have to find it. Either way, I know it's here. It's right there, to this guy. So yeah, we'll be doing the training grounds. Now here's the thing. There is a thing that is involved here. There's no secrets or anything. They're just like small maps. They're not like, it's not like you're going into the world of Far Cry, like how big that map was. You're not going into that or anything. So there's no secrets. It's just beat the outpost and win. And also try and do it while the audio's glitching, because that's everyone's favorite thing in life.
Yeah, don't you love that stuff?
But here's the thing. There's no secrets, but you need to be able to beat 6 of the outposts, 6 out of 20, by getting undetected. Not no alarms, undetected.
Undetected.
Now, you have 3 phone a friend, essentially. Or like lifelines. I probably should use the term lifelines. You have 3 lifelines. If you first go into a map and you're like, this is going to be ridiculous, and you think there's no shot of you doing it, you can use a lifeline, in which case I will beat it for you. But that does mean you have to do at least 3 undetected. Because what I'm doing is I'll guarantee you an undetected run. So you get 3 guarantees if you use your lifelines, which there's no penalty for using your lifelines. But that does mean you need to do 3 on your own. So you will need to do that eventually. Now, let's say you get to a point where you're really good at the game, where you both are good at the game. You get 6 immediately. You haven't used a single lifeline yet. You could still use lifelines and be like, you know what, I don't feel like doing this one. And you can do that. But you're obviously doing training. Training ground doesn't count as an outpost. It's just a training ground. So I do need to unplug this because Zach won't be able to reach. So it might get the thing. Nope, doesn't. Okay. So, you people ready?
I just have a question.
Yes.
Is there like a life system to this, or is it a trade-off every time we die?
I would trade off every time you die, but there's not a life system technically. Like you're not gonna if you don't beat an outpost in 5 lives, you're not gonna lose. You have to beat it no matter what. However, if you get spotted, you're not allowed to restart. You have to just kill people. And
Okay.
so the only way you would be able to restart the level itself is if you die by something else other than them. Which there are some maps that are on like huge like cliffs and stuff. So then that would be a reason. But if you're sneaking around, you're killing like half of them, kind of like what we did in the actual game, and you get spotted, you're not gonna be able to restart because that means you lost the undetected run. So it wouldn't make sense to just keep restarting and then be like, well, these 6 are gonna be great, because then it'd be too easy. So yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say like.
So we're gonna start now. You can keep talking while we're doing this, but you're both gonna need to do this. So there's going to be some modifications for this one so you will fail if the alarm is triggered, but that's not till later. You die in 1 shot, which again, that's going to teach you to stealth and stuff. And I think there's something else. So let's do it. All right, who's going first?
I volunteer as tribute.
All right, Zach volunteers as tribute. So this is the training ground, so it's going to teach you kind of the basics of going through the rounds here.
All right. Yeah, because I was wondering, like, if...
Okay, no fall damage is 1 as well. 1 chuck as player, yep, so I run over the other 2. So, training grounds. Liberate the outpost by killing all enemies. Avoid reinforcements by making sure no alarms are triggered.
Okay.
Okay, so they give you weapons.
They.
Oh, it gives you...
It gives you weapons? I made these!
Oh,
Did you miss the first 5 minutes of me explaining what the series is?
I know.
Okay, so I know that there's a way to rotate your weapons.
You gotta figure it out. I'm not telling you everything.
Okay.
We just have to figure out on our own.
Okay, up on the plus control pad is the camera.
It's a D-pad.
The D-pad, same thing.
So that can be used to like...
The triggers are to zoom. Yeah, then that again to put it away.
Yeah, I'm glad like they can...
That's grenade.
No, that's a rock.
Oh, rock.
That's... What button did you press for
You
that?
don't have grenades.
That was right. That was right on the D-pad. Left on the D-pad is nothing. Right for right now. Down.
Left was the take the syringes, but you don't have syringes.
All right. And then down. All right. Square with this is nothing. Okay, X is jump.
X is to jump.
Circle is to crouch. Triangle is to switch to something.
To something. I wonder what that something
To
could
a
be.
different gun or a different weapon.
No crap, really?
Well, you said something as if you didn't know what it
Yeah,
was.
you said something.
Right triggers to shoot. Left triggers to aim. The bumper is to rotate your weapons. Right trigger is, I think that's just a rock.
Right trigger was the shoot you just said.
Right bumper, sorry.
You're confusing me.
You just need to start going. You're wasting time here because you also got to do the normal thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we just need to do this.
Did I forget a run? Did I forget a run button?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, there is a run button, but just don't know what it is yet.
I don't know. on.
You may have to. Oh, never mind.
You were supposed to get off and then do that.
Oh,
So that's why you had trouble.
I knew that. Anything else around here? Okay. I presume. Oh wait, I forgot about AJ's glass angles.
And plus, we have like the.
You have 3
regular-
health.
3
No,
health,
regulars 2.
3 health thing.
Okay, this is just a practice for your shooting, so you can aim at the targets. But you gotta stand behind the thing. That's a shotgun. That's a shotgun. You don't need to aim with the shotgun besides maybe a little bit.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit more.
Go to your weapon wheel.
That was.
Oh, you did pick it up. You have an AK.
Oh, sweet.
Or A52, whatever it's called.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at these games. Alright, not bad.
Can't go in that. It's not a door.
Nope. Oh.
Gamers never look up.
Yep, it's true. The legends are true.
Gonna make an epic gamer move. Ready for this?
No. Wow, that was an epic gaming review.
You failed.
Yep. It was such an epic gamer move that I failed. I purposely failed.
So you figured out the run button yet?
No.
There's only so many buttons on a controller.
And epic gamer move. Oh, I see that. That was. Yep. Okay.
You're gonna want to figure out the run button.
Yeah, that'll probably be useful here.
Okay, it's pressing down on the left joystick.
Okay.
Now, before you even do this section, do you know what that is?
That's the thing that lifts you up into the air.
No, you gotta go into. This one works different. You have to wingsuit and then go into it. So you're gonna run off this platform, and then press the. I believe it's L3, and which is the thing, which is the sprint button, and then you're gonna. Because you need to be in the wingsuit form to be able to take off on that.
Right.
And then obviously you can tell you're gonna need to maneuver around those.
Yep. Okay.
You failed.
You
All right, guys. Well, that's Zach's run.
Seriously?
Zach just. I mean, I even told him what to do, but he didn't listen.
I didn't.
All right.
Go.
Nope, you didn't. All right, Isabel.
Oh boy.
Here you go. See if you can even make it to the end. Because remember, this doesn't count, but it's probably what Zach didn't even make it to the actual outpost section.
Okay. So you said.
Press down on the left joystick to run while you're moving.
Yeah, that was. The stuff you said at the start, I could not remember.
And X is jump.
Yeah, X was jump.
Your square is your interact button.
Yeah.
From
Circle is to.
Circle is crouch.
Crouch.
Yeah.
And
I
triangle
haven't figured out
is-
what triangle is yet.
You did figure out what triangle was.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Switch
switching.
to. It switched to. Yeah.
And which button was the shoot?
Right trigger.
Right trigger. It's the thing for every shooting game ever.
Yeah, it's always
Okay.
a trigger, and then the left triggers to aim.
Okay.
There you go. So now you won't have any trouble.
You're gonna want to go down the pit.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, have you seen AJ's glass angles?
Yes, I have, and they're awful.
Want to see me do it again? Hey, Isabel got the med pack that Zach walked right by.
Well, I didn't need it.
You would have if you made it to the outpost section, you doofus. Didn't even make it to that section.
Oh. Oh, well.
Yeah, you failed on the wingsuit part.
Shut up.
Which I mean, I told you exactly what was gonna happen, but you need to press you need to spam the button as you're falling to make sure you do it in time. There's a name button.
Yeah, it's the
I know.
That's
I don't think you do.
switch.
Also, just so you guys know, this episode will be a little bit longer than they usually are, because like we said, we're doing one per episode, or one mode per episode after this. This one's just two, because training grounds needed to happen.
Gamers never look up.
You
Yeah.
literally saw Zach do this.
Look, I forgot.
Well,
I do not
that's
pay
very
attention.
concerning.
Okay.
Back and forth.
Dang it.
And you failed.
And you failed.
It's okay.
It's because you stopped midway, like you're slowed down or something.
It's okay. We can always try again.
Yeah, well, we don't have 10 years, so.
I know. There we go.
There you
Barely.
go, AJ. You did it.
Well, that's how he died that one time on that cliff. That was the
Yeah,
exact
I fell
animation.
down, like, the clip
So
of
you're
the
gonna
recline.
run and you're gonna spam L3.
Yeah, I accidentally waited to press it when it popped up.
Yeah, you need to.
Kind of just need to spam it.
Okay.
So you're gonna run and you jump and then spam it.
You get a running start, then spam it.
Okay. And L3 is yes. Okay.
Just go.
Just go.
There. Oh, you okay? Activate your wingsuit though. You weren't supposed to press X. Okay, there you go.
got it.
So now you just gotta don't dive down.
Don't dive
I don't
down.
know. Ah, crap.
Yeah, you're gonna. Well,
Well.
it saved you. So now I mean, you made it. You
I
can
got
at least
some
you can
progress.
walk to the thing. It's just over there.
I got.
Zach
some
didn't even get
progress.
off the thing.
Whatever. I would have done it the second time.
No, you don't get a second time.
I'll learn.
No, learn
Right.
better.
Practice makes perfect.
No.
Oh, what was the camera?
Up on the
oh.
D-pad.
Or you could aim at them without shooting, and it'll also.
Yeah. I got some idiots over here. Some bushes. Thank you for adding those.
There's another dude.
There was? Oh yeah, I see him. Let me just mark him. There's an alarm.
Oh really? I thought that was a banana tree.
Please stop.
Just play the game.
I'm going.
Stop wasting my time. We still got to do an entire outpost. This is just the practice one.
I'm just going to disable this for now. But
Now the takedown button you've seen many times because we did during the actual game.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what was the there was a button to throw the rock, but what was it?
He's not even looking at you. Why do you need to throw the rock?
Oh.
Throwing the rock would actually alert him more than what he's already doing.
Yeah, get in the bush, get in the bush.
He's not looking at you.
I know, but
Wish that breeze would pick up.
It's not silenced.
yeah.
There's a takedown button for a reason.
I
This is
know.
a practice outpost. And he's dead.
Okay.
You don't need to loot him.
I was gonna move his body, but just
He-
in case.
He's
He's
on
not-
a roof.
Hey,
It's like he's gonna purposely go off the building outside of his
be
tracking.
like, oh my gosh,
like,
my
I-
friend is dead.
No, their tracking is actually kind of random. All I can do is make animation points to make them go to it, but other than that, they're pretty random.
Oop.
Wonder what got all
See
the
'em.
animals riled up.
Yeah, if only you could see them through walls. Oh, wait a minute.
I know.
You can't get up there with them if you're wondering.
Okay, I was about to say,
Okay.
can't we just climb up there? But
No, you know those things that allowed you to climb? You need those. If you see those on a building, you can climb it.
yeah, like those
Okay.
rope thingies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how I would do it would be to
And if there's no rope thing, they can't come down or up either.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, since he's the last dude, well,
We
you
could
can just
just,
kill.
like,
You can just
shoot him.
shoot him normally behind his back.
Yeah. Just gotta.
Here.
I saw an elephant by the river. God,
Dang it!
How did
I missed.
How did you miss?
No, because she was way up than
You
the
were,
actual
like,
thing
way
was.
too up.
What do you mean, how did she miss? He's just gonna stand there.
I'm switching.
Ruthless rebel!
Reload.
There's an aim button for a reason, people.
Killing you will be easy.
You're way too up.
I can't tell.
The other gun was way easier to tell. That little circle is where you need to shoot.
Okay.
You were way up
You were
last
aiming
time.
like the line was the thing.
There you go. Yeah, you were like way up. I don't know what you're doing. Undetected?
Undetected.
I don't think that's right, game.
Yeah, sure.
Undetected.
Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, time for the actual first thing. So let's do it.
And I didn't even get to do the outpost training.
No, but you're going first on the other one
Why?
because Isabel just did that.
That's true.
Okay, so To the Sky is the first outpost. So here we go. Yeah, difficulty easy. I forgot. Does it tell you? I think I had to. Oh, difficulty easy. Yeah. Okay. So I actually released to this one. That's why there's easy. So I'll just manually tell you how easy they're. So the first 5 are all one. There's only one alarm, and the number of people you'll figure out, and then I think once you get into the 10s, I think then you start getting to 2 alarms. Eventually, you're gonna reach 3 alarms, maybe 4. So keep that in mind.
Got it.
Okay.
And then the extraction missions, I'll tell you that when we get to the 5th episode. So, To the Sky. Here we go. Zach is starting. If he dies, Isabel will get a chance to go. Liberate the outpost by killing all the enemies, avoid reinforcements, but making sure no alarms triggered. So all the modifiers that were in the training grounds are not here. So you do take fall damage, you do take damage from everything else.
Okay.
You're not one shot kill anymore.
All right. by a lot of trees.
You're in a forest.
Oh
Of
my
course
god,
there's gonna be
really?
trees.
That's how trees work.
Oh. Yeah, I think that might be it. Oh, as soon as I say that. Okay, I think I'm safe to start now. Is this silenced?
Yes, but this is only for the first one. Actually, no, I don't think it is. But here's the thing: if you shoot them, they're gonna see the dead body. So even if
Yeah.
it's silenced, they're gonna see it.
Yeah.
You kind of want to like do what we usually did with like being sneaking, like
You know, like playing the outpost.
yes.
Is there? How do you slide actually?
That's if you need to be running and you need to press circle. But they can hear that,
Yeah.
and
Problem is
and you
that-
have to be running.
Okay. Problem is that this freaking douche is just. Like, I want to go to that bush that's over there, but I can't because of that loser. And probably that one too. I'm gonna try to lure them here. You can probably get this guy out of here.
What was that?
What was that?
One of them heard it. Yes, go investigate that. Please.
Can't tell if I'm in a bush or a tree.
Yes, because trees look like bushes.
That sound is driving me crazy.
Sure it is.
And
Hide the body. Okay.
Also, you start with 2. I don't know if you noticed, you have 2 health.
Oh.
2 health bars. That's the one. That's what kind of what you started at in the actual game. As you rank up, by the way, I didn't mention that. As you go through, as you rank up and start beating the outposts, you will gain more health.
Okay.
What was that?
what was that noise? I better investigate that.
Yeah, go see what it is. Totally not death or anything.
Oi!
I mean, yeah, I could have told you that.
I found a body. And choose. Abed Dallo. I want the killer found. Show yourself, murderer, and just find who did this. Okay.
Well, this is what I wanted to happen.
The killer's still out there. Nothing gets past me.
Okay, hopefully they're a bit more calmer, so I'm gonna...
Well, the music stopped playing, so which means hopefully they'll stop trying to find you, but
Finally, some action.
okay.
Alright, I think I might be safe to migrate to a different bush. Problem is just that guy.
Oh, also, while Zach's hiding in a bush, the way the story works of my game in Far Cry is I didn't know the editor existed when we beat Far Cry 4. The only way I found out about it was I was reading a review of Far Cry 4 and someone had mentioned it after we had beaten it. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I checked it out and started making it. But the way I worked the story is we kept Pagan alive in Far Cry 4. So this takes place directly after that. And if you watch the trailer, he's taken over the Gunma region, which is what you're in now. And you need to work your way up to him, essentially.
Okay.
And you said this thing was silent, so I think I might actually be able to take out that guy on the tippy top roof.
Well, he said he didn't know.
No, I said it is silence. I said that they would see the body.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but there's that guy that's on the tippy top roof.
And you're going to trust your aim immediately?
Yeah, we're on the very first one.
Well, I mean, that's pretty freaking obvious.
Was it? Because the other one that Isabel had was obvious, too.
Actually, is this a sniper? Because it looks like the, like, machine gun type thing.
It's actually a gun that we never used in the actual game.
Oh.
Yeah, so this could just have...
Because I don't think this was available in the actual game. But it was available now. So I used it. This will be your go-to gun for most of them, I think. I haven't done... This was done before Charge Challenges was, so...
It was like just at his chest. What? Oh! He.
There's a mini-map.
What happened here?
Up.
You're being spotted.
Oh, Zach was spotted. All I can do now is fight.
And they
Oh,
called
dang it.
reinforcements.
Yeah, that's because he didn't just do anything with the alarm. Now, another thing with the alarm is the alarms will have stronger enemies than the actual outpost does. So keep that in mind when we're playing this too. Alright, you did it, but you didn't even get no alarms, so you just beat it. Outpost liberated.
Yeah, I was too worried to take out the alarm. I probably should have done that first.
Well, and you negated the entire point of the minimap, which was to make sure that no one was sneaking up on you, which someone did.
Yeah,
so,
I forgot about the mini map.
But you still have 19 more outposts to get undetected on. And remember, you have your lifelines. I wouldn't have expected you to use it on this one, but yeah. So like, if you have any questions in the comments relating to like the story and like the feng shui of this, I'll answer them because like I mentioned in Charge Challenges, this isn't lore related. Charge Challenges was just a way to make it unlockable. Because yeah, this could have not have happened. Imagine that.
Oh yeah.
An entire mushroom. A mushroom.
Over
Yeah,
a
there could have been
mushroom.
an entire mushroom stew, in fact.
Yeah. So, yeah, as I was mentioning while Zach was doing that, so like I said, this takes place right after the actual story of Far Cry 4, because in our canonicity, Pagan was alive in both ways. Because yeah, you could totally blow him up as he's leaving, which we didn't do either. Because we knew you could kill him when in the dinner table, but you could also blow him up as he's leaving, which we didn't do either though. So he's alive in our canon story. So that this takes place right after that. He leaves in his helicopter, starts taking over another region, and starts doing essentially what he was doing in Far Cry 4. So, yep, we're going to work our way up to him. And now the outposts are obviously stealth related. These extractions are not going to... I mean, there's stealth. You can do stealth elements in them. But they're mainly get from point A to point B without dying, and take out as many people as you need to be able to get there. But yeah, so what I was just saying about the reinforcements, they're going to be stronger and sometimes even have a lot more than the actual outpost did. So let's say an outpost has 5 people in it, the reinforcements would have 10.
Yeah, so it's like really bad punishment for getting caught.
Yeah, it's really bad punishment for getting caught. Now, if you do die, it will reset it, but you're not allowed to die on purpose. You actually have to try. So let's say Zach had died there when he got spotted. Isabel would have taken over. It would have reset everything, and she would have got to try and go through it and stuff.
Now, I do have a question for that. Let's say I died on the first attempt at an outpost, and didn't get the undetected, would we never be able to get undetected for that outpost?
No, you just can't. Like, you're just not allowed to restart the map itself. Like, if you get detected, you can't press pause and be like, oh well, screw this, I'm restarting. You can't be doing that. So
Right.
just as a little added bonus, let me show you guys how the training grounds was supposed to go. So, because Zach didn't messed up on the flying part, Isabel messed up on the actual outpost part. So let me show you how it was meant to be done while we wrap this up here. I don't need these. But yeah, so like I said, it's gonna be one episode after this one. It's gonna be one episode per video. So next episode will be the next one and all that jazz. I was gonna say something, but I forgot about it. Either way, so yeah, it's gonna be one per episode, and it's gonna be that would equal 25 episodes in total. Because the trailer doesn't count as an episode. So that's the plan. And obviously, I didn't think this needed to be mentioned. But the outpost obviously gets way harder as you keep going. So like I said, I don't know if I made an outpost with 4 alarms. I know the minimum / max is 3. So I know there's outposts that have 3. But I don't know if I ever added 4. We'll have to see. Okay, Ajay. All right. That didn't make any sense.
Okay then.
So here, let me show you this. This is what you're supposed to do. Go through here.
Did you just like go forward on the stick, Isabel?
Yeah, she did, because that makes you go down.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm pretty sure it's kind of like.
I didn't know how the
normally
wingsuit
is.
worked yet.
You go down. You go up. You go down. Yeah.
But I made progress.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's no fall damage in this.
Oh, and sometimes you'll find grenades lying around. Sometimes you'll find knives throwable knives lying around. Sometimes you'll be given bait, and very rarely did I give you Molotovs, I think, because those are not stealthy at all. So you're not really given those. Boom. He's dead and undetected because I'm the best. Now this is actually undetected because Isabel's was not. I don't know why I mentioned that.
There was no way that was detected.
I mean, even if like it doesn't matter what the game says. If you get spotted, that's not undetected anymore. So if you try and you beat it like what Zach did today, and he tried to win instead of, like I said, you can't pause the game or you can't purposely die. You have to try. If you get detected, you have to try to win. Now, what I recommend, and this is not something Zach did, if you do get detected, the first thing you should do is eliminate any alarms that are still active, because if they get to them, you're going to be dealing with reinforcements. And remember how reinforcements worked. Every alarm triggered a different reinforcement wave. So if you're on 3 alarms and you are super bad and you fail and they alert all of them, you're gonna have because the ones with 3 alarms have I would say 11 to 15 enemies in the outpost. You're gonna be dealing with 20 to 25 reinforcement per alarm. So you need to be able to if you let's say you do get spotted, you need to go and eliminate. Even if you're getting shot, you need to go and eliminate those immediately, and then start worrying about actually killing the people. Now, if you are good, and you do so to go undetected and stuff, then perfect, because that's what you're supposed to do. Now, you guys also probably are asking, well, wait a minute, what happens if Zach and Isabel do get 6 undetected? Well, you're not going to find out. But something will happen. Similar to Charge Challenges, I kind of alluded to it, but I didn't specifically say what it would be. So similar scenario, you're not going to find out until maybe even the very end or before the trailer drops. So yeah, but something will happen if they get 6 undetected. Remember, 3 of them are probably going to come from me, because I would expect them to use a lifeline. Now, one thing I didn't mention is, I think I might have mentioned it, but I don't know if I elaborated it clearly. So before you can use a lifeline, you have to go into it once. You have to go into the outpost and explore and try once. Once you try the first one, Zach and Isabel need to discuss, and once they discuss, if they both agree that they want to use a lifeline, they can do that. But you can't just like on the start of the episode be like, all right, Ethan, you do it. You have to actually go into the outpost first, check it out, and try first, and then if you fail or die, then or rather die. If you die, then once you have to restart, then you can discuss, hey, should we use a lifeline for this one? So yeah. Keep that in mind. Obviously, we probably have to remind these two how this works because it's a lot. Far Cry 4 is a massive game as its core, and this is not much different because, like I said, they give you every single asset that they used in the actual game itself. They give you the terrain tools, they give you all the buildings, they give you all the people, like all that jazz. So it's crazy. So it's going to be an exciting series, and I'm glad that Zach and Isabel didn't get another mushroom on Act 10. So there's that, and also I mentioned this somewhere that Charge Challenge Season 2 is actually already done, funny enough. So I'm not, like I said, I wanted to leave some space in between, so you might be seeing a trailer for it sometime soon, but it doesn't mean that the actual Season 2 will start sometime soon. It just means that the trailer will be soon. I just have to figure out a couple things. I need to fix a couple things, and then we'll be all good. But in terms of like the actual like acts, they're all done because I've had so much time to work on it. But with that being said, let me know how you guys like this series down below because like I said, I always like to get opinions on this kind of stuff because we have a ton of different series like Fast Frights, which will be returning at some point, Mario Maker 2 Era of Darkness, which is being worked on right now because Charge Challenges was Season 2. I wanted to get that done first, and then Mario Maker 2 Era of Darkness is or Season 2 is also being worked on right now. So a lot of custom series are happening right now. Far Cry 4, if you want a schedule, I always give a schedule. It won't be every week. So, because with Far Cry 5 is every week, and I don't want 2 Far Cries taking up 2 out of the 6 slots. So, it will be kind of sporadic. I don't know. Maybe we could do every other week, kind of like what we did with Mario Maker 2 Era of Darkness. We could maybe do that.
Yeah, I'd say that's
because it's 25 episodes, which is longer technically than the actual game.
Yeah.
But the episodes will be shorter. So in terms of like bulk length, I'm sure Far Cry 4 will be longer. But in terms of just like episodic episodes, it's going to be more because it's 25 compared to 23. Speaking of which, this is going in its own playlist. If you want to see Far Cry 4, that will be on the left when the end card pops up. So go watch the actual game to get our reactions to the core game and the actual story Ubisoft created. Like I said, I have not worked with Ubisoft, although I'd love to. Ubisoft, sponsor me. Or I'll sponsor, or no, I don't have money to sponsor you. So just, sponsor me, give me money. And I'll promote your product. That's how sponsors work. So,
Yep.
But yeah, I appreciate all of you thinking I'm cool enough to work with Ubisoft, but like I said, they just give me assets and stuff in the game itself. I don't know if I got a premium package with this. I think it's just the standard game, which is awesome. And if you're wondering, I haven't checked in Far Cry 5. I think there might be one, but I don't think I have access to it because you guys remember that arcade thing that we saw? Like the arcade things are everywhere. Yeah. I think it's in that, but we didn't have access to it because I need the PlayStation Plus thing, which I'm not paying $100 a year for.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, unfortunately, a Far Cry 5 thing won't happen, which sucks because I've actually liked Far Cry 5 a lot more than Far Cry 4. Going back and making Far Cry 4 Path to Glory, it's fun and all because it's really, I think it's going to be a great series. Especially, this is also, I would think, Zach and Isabel's first delve into the first-person shooter games. Because Zach, I'm sure, hasn't really, if he has played first-person shooters, it's been of Roblox, which doesn't count.
Yeah, no, that's the only experience I have with it.
And then Isabel, I don't think has even ever touched this first-person shooter besides Splatoon, which also doesn't count. So, and that's not even first-person.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, just look at that aim from earlier.
That's third person.
So, yeah, they haven't even touched it. So I think it's going to be a great series. But overall, I've enjoyed Far Cry 5 story way more than 4, just because 4, you didn't see much of Pagan. I mentioned this to someone's comment when they were talking about how developed the characters are in 5. You didn't see much of Pagan. The only time you saw him was at the beginning and the end, and the one part in the middle, which was actually a stunt double, so it wasn't even him in the first place.
Yeah, then he would just sporadically call you.
And he would call you, yeah, but he was kind of jokey all the time, which is fine. But if you're joking all the time, then
it's not much like development.
It's not development, yeah. The actual characters in 5, I'll talk about this when we actually, in 20 years when we review Far Cry 5, that, like, the characters are way more developed. Like, John was, like, a douche, for sure, but, like, the way Joseph described him at the end, like, well, not the end, but you know what I mean, when we were done with his region, it was kind of heartfelt, and it kind of explained how John was treated as a child, and it kind of that's the reason he was such a douche and like all that kind of stuff. I'm interested to see what he has to say about the other two, but it's just really developed stuff. And Joseph, he's the main guy, right? And you see him every time. It seems like every time you're going to beat a region, he's going to show up. And you saw him at the beginning and the end, so you're going to see him a lot more. So yeah, it's just much more developed. But in terms of Path to Glory, there's not going to be like character development. The story with Pagan is, like I said, he's taking over the Gunma region. That's what I've named it. That's what we just were in now. And you're going to sporadically go through it. There's going to be 4 extraction missions, and the last mission, of course, which actually, I think the last mission was actually shown in the trailer. You didn't probably notice it, but did you see the end of it when the character looked up?
Yeah.
Did you see the enemy counter in the top right? Or the top left?
I don't think so.
It was 60.
60?
Yeah, that is the maximum amount of character you can have.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it's gonna now. No outpost would have 60. I'm just saying that's the last mission, because the last mission is not even an extraction. It's just get to Pagan and kill him. So yeah, he will die in this. You have to kill him. You don't have a choice. Yeah, so it's gonna be exciting series. So like I said, let me know what your thoughts are down below, and if you have any questions, I can always try and answer them. But yeah, so. On the left, you should be seeing the Far Cry 4 playlist. If you want to see it, like I said, if you want to see our original playthrough of the game. And then on the right, you can check out Far Cry 5, which I just plugged, essentially. You can go, that's an ongoing series right now. We're still doing that as we're making this video, so go check that out as well. And if you like the content you're seeing, please consider subscribing. We try to finish every series we can, except for Lewis Man, because Lewis equals Luigi, and no one likes him. Luigi's this guy right here. He's just dead.
No, he's
not. Kind of useless.
Alive,
like,
well.
useless across the board. Stupid even, too. So just like, yeah. Just like, he had like, what, 20 minutes of runtime in the movie or something like that? It was pretty low.
It was stupid. He should
it
have
was
been in it way more.
pretty low.
Because he was an important part of it.
Oh, an important part. Yeah, he was the
Yeah,
I mean, if he was
Bros.
considered a sacrifice at the end, then he wasn't really that useful.
Oh my
Sorry.
god, shut up.
Also, me and my friends have a podcast you guys can listen to on every time streaming platform, including YouTube now, in case you missed the giant sporadic of episodes. Those were the old ones that we had made before YouTube even had a podcast feature. But yeah, you can listen to it on streaming platforms and YouTube now, so go check that out. We're called The Provokers, or you can go to a new streaming site, like your local one, and just type in The Provokers and see we're there. I think that's it, so thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.